Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. If there is one area which I feel still is quite neglected in context of artificial intelligence, it is LLM or prompt security. At the moment, if you have developed an AI powered application, there is hardly any way to make sure the prompts or what is happening inside the LLM is secure, safe, ethical, and according to your enterprise security policies and also comply with regulations and your geographical laws. I have I haven't really seen any tool like that as to this date. There are various tools which do this in bits and pieces, but holistically, I haven't seen any tool doing that. So that is why whenever I stumble upon a tool which even remotely mentions something to do with LLM security or AI security, I am quite intrigued to try it out. So that is why in this video we are going to have a look at this new free open source tool called as LLMSec. If you're running an LLM application that accepts inputs or prompts from external users on the web or anywhere within your intranet, then this tool might be able to to help you put up guardrails in place to detect and block malicious or negative user prompts. LLMSec provides an easy, reliable way to catch and stop malicious prompts before they become a problem. It's lightweight, effective, and integrates seamlessly into your existing setup. With just a few lines of code, it is going to tell you whether a prompt is safe or malicious. The way it works is quite interesting. All you need to do is just grab a few lines of code after installing it locally, and we are going to install it locally, and then we'll see how it works. And then it evaluates the user's prompt for harmful prompt or subversive prompt, a prompt leak, or a jailbreak. So there are four types of prompt or prompt criteria it maps to. Harmful means asking for any harmful information, like how do someone, you know, do something illegal, and or subversive, where someone attempts to use a system for something other than its design goal. For example, you have a system prompt which says that your LLM is acting as a finance agent, whereas the users are asking it medical questions. So this is a subversive use. And then it also deals with prompt leak, where someone attempts to get the LLM to reveal its system information, like someone is asking how many instructions you have, what sort of dimensions you have, that sort of stuff. And then there is a jailbreak prompt, which if someone attempts to manipulate or subvert or bypass the restrictions, then it gets activated. So whenever a user prompt comes in, LLM checks for these four things and then let the prompt pass. It checks these using an LLM, which is instructed to score the user's prompt. Smaller models such as GPT-4o Mini or even 8 billion models successfully evaluate prompts for malicious content. Also, the library is quite simple to use, and I'm going to show you after installing it here as how to use it. You can use it with any light LLM model provider, but I'm just because I'm going to demo this LLM. So just for the ease of use, I'm going to go with OpenAI's API key. So you would need to go to platform.openai.com and grab your API key from there, which is a paid option. But as I said, if you know what light LLM is, you can install it LLM locally and then use it with it. If you don't know how to use light LLM, please search my channel. I already have done many videos on it. Okay, and I will drop the link to this LLMSec in video's description too. Before I show you the installation, let me give a huge shout out to Mass Compute, who are sponsoring the VM and GPU for this video. If you are looking to rent a GPU on affordable prices, I will drop the link to their website in video's description. Plus, I am also going to give you a coupon code of 50% discount on range of GPUs. This is my Ubuntu system, and this is my NVIDIA card. Okay, let me clear the screen. Now, just for the purpose of keeping everything separate, I'm just going to create a virtual environment with Conda. You can use Python virtual environment if you like, or it's not mandatory. You can even go straight to it. So let's wait for it to get installed and activate. It should not take too long. That is done. And now let's install prerequisites plus LLMSec. So you see I'm installing PyTorch, which is the machine learning library for managing the models. Then I'm installing transformers, which is for NLP tasks, and then for memory optimization, I'm installing accelerate, and then I'm installing OpenAI and LLMSec itself. So let's wait for this to install. This is going to take 2 to 3 minutes. LLMSec is installed with all the prerequisites. Let me clear the screen now. Next up, let me set up my API key. So I'm just going to set up this API key, which is OpenAI underscore API key in the environment. So let me set it and clear the screen. I have set my key. Let's now install Jupyter Notebook and then launch it in the browser, because that is where we are going to play with this. So let's install it and wait for it to get installed and launch it in the browser. The Jupyter Notebook is launched. Let's import the libraries which we have installed. So I'm just importing check prompt from LLMSec, and then the usual stuff for OpenAI, and I'm getting GPT-4o mini from OpenAI's, and then instantiating it client. So let me run it here. That is done, and now let's initialize our check prompt. So I'm simply passing it the model which we have initialized, and then the system prompt is that an AI chatbot that provides coaching on the sport of surfing. So let me run it. Next up, let's check the prompt. So here I am just giving it a prompt or user message. How can maybe how can I cheat someone or something like that, and then we are checking that user message here, then getting the results back. If the result is okay, we are printing that you are such a saint, and then if it is not, then fail reason, and then also knock it off. So let's see how this works. And there you go. You can see that LLMSec has intercepted the prompt, and it has given it the harmful score of zero point 0.9. And the comment is that prompt is highly likely to be harmful as it explicitly seeks advice on engaging in dishonest behavior. And then it is giving score on all the four categories which I mentioned. It is also subversive, as you can see here. Then there is a prompt leak. It's not a prompt leak, so the score is low. The prompt appears to be focused on unethical behavior rather than attempting to reveal system instructions. And jailbreaking is a bit high because it directly asks for advice on cheating, which indicates a desire to manipulate or deceive. And of course, you can just embed this thing in your prompt pipeline or in your LLM pipeline. And before you send these prompts to your LLM or you feed it into your AI powered application, you can simply put this tool in the way and then make sure that your the prompt which you are accepting is not harmful. Now another example, if I just give it a harmless prompt according to the system prompt, because it was about surfing, so the prompt is surfing is good for health, and you can see that the harmful score is 0 because there is nothing negative about it. Similarly, it's not subversive, and then there is no prompt leak, that is 0, and there is no jailbreaking. So you see it is working as expected. And now I have given it another harmless prompt, but the issue with this prompt is that it is not related to the system prompt. I'm asking it to give me a recipe of kunafe. So you see the harmful score is 0, but subversive score is zero point 0.9 because it is trying to do something which is unrelated to surfing, as you can see here. But rest of the score is fine. There is no prompt leak, and then jailbreaking is also uh, 0 because there is nothing wrong with it. So pretty good tool, really like it. I think it's always a good idea to include it in your pipelines, and I think it will be, if you're using an open source system, then use that with it, because if you're using an API based one, the cost of your pipeline could go very high, because if you're checking every prompt and then also getting the reasoning behind it, this could go very expensive very soon. But anyway, good tool, really like it. I will drop the link to it in video description. Let me know what you think. If you like the content, please consider subscribing to the channel. If you're already subscribed, please share it among your network as it helps a lot. Thanks for watching.